Okay, folks, ready to dive into something a little different. We're going deep on leadership and management.
Whoa there. Hold on. Don't click away just yet.
I know, I know. Not exactly the most thrilling topic at first glance.
Right. But that's where this script we've got comes in.
It's kind of like a cheat sheet for understanding what really makes organizations tick.
Exactly. And it's not your typical dry textbook stuff either. Think more like a behind the scenes look at how to actually teach these concepts.
Someone put a lot of thought into this script, and we get to benefit from their work.
Absolutely. And one thing that really jumped out at me was how they flipped the script, so to speak, on the whole boss in charge narrative.
Yeah, it's not about some lone wolf at the top calling all the shots,
Instead, they emphasize how anyone, no matter where they are in an organization, can cultivate leadership qualities.
which is so important for our listeners to hear, right?
Totally. Because it means no matter what your role is, you can become more effective, more impactful.
You don't have to be the CEO to make a difference.
Absolutely. And to highlight that, the script dives into four key characteristics of a leader: vision, empathy, decisiveness, and integrity.
Okay, break that down for me. Let's start with vision. Seems pretty straightforward, right? You got to know where you're going.
Sure, but it's more than just setting a destination. It's about painting a picture, a vision of the future that's so compelling that others want to follow you on that journey.
Oh, I like that. So it's not just about having a goal, it's about inspiring others to share that goal.
Exactly. Think of someone like, I don't know, Elon Musk.
Okay, yeah. Love or hate him.
Right. He has a clear vision for the future, and that motivates people to work towards it.
Okay, so you need that reaching for the stars energy. What about empathy? In a world that can feel pretty me-focused, that one seems extra important.
Absolutely. It's all about stepping outside your own perspective and understanding the needs, challenges, and aspirations of those around you.
So connecting with your team on a human level.
Exactly. Leaders who demonstrate empathy build stronger relationships, create trust, and foster a more positive and productive environment.
It makes sense. You can't lead effectively if you're not in tune with the people you're leading.
Exactly. A great example of a leader who exemplifies empathy is Jacinda Ardern.
Oh yeah, the former Prime Minister of New Zealand.
Her ability to connect with people on an emotional level, especially during times of crisis, was really remarkable.
Okay, next up, decisiveness. This one sounds a bit more, I don't know, all business, like no time for second guessing.
Well, yes and no. Being decisive means making decisions confidently and efficiently,
Mhm.
sometimes with limited information, but it's not about being reckless.
Right, because a bad decision can be just as harmful as no decision at all.
Exactly. You need to weigh the options, consider the potential consequences, and then take action. Think of wartime leaders.
Or even a surgeon in the operating room.
Right, they have to make critical decisions under pressure, and they can't afford to hesitate. But, and this is crucial, decisiveness paired with empathy is what separates a good leader from a potentially reckless one.
So it's about being bold, but also being thoughtful.
Precisely. Okay, last ingredient in our leadership recipe: integrity.
This one seems like it should be a given, but sadly, we all know that's not always the case.
Integrity is about doing the right thing, even when it's hard.
It's about walking the walk, not just talking the talk.
Exactly. Think about leaders who have lost the trust of their followers because they lacked integrity. It can have a devastating impact, even destroying entire organizations.
And this script really drives that point home, doesn't it? It's not enough to just talk about these qualities. You have to live them.
You have to lead by example. People are much more likely to follow someone who embodies the values they preach.
Okay, so we've got our leadership recipe down: vision, empathy, decisiveness, and integrity.
But now the script shifts gears a bit. We move from leading people to managing systems.
Time to get organized. And the script doesn't disappoint. It dives right into one of my favorite management tools: SMART goals.
Oh, come on. Everyone loves SMART goals.
Well, maybe. I just feel like I've seen that acronym on about 1 million PowerPoint presentations.
It's popular for a reason, though. It's a really effective way to set goals and track progress.
Okay, remind me. What does SMART stand for again?
Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Instead of vague aspirations, you have a clear plan of action.
So you're not just saying, I want to increase sales. You're saying, I want to increase sales by 15% in the next quarter by implementing this new marketing strategy.
Exactly. SMART goals take the guesswork out of goal setting and make everyone accountable.
So SMART goals give us our roadmap. What other tools does this script suggest for managing the journey?
Well, there's resource allocation, making sure you have the right people in the right roles with the support they need.
Right, because even the best team can't succeed if they don't have the resources they need.
Then there's team development, investing in your people, providing training and opportunities for growth.
So you're not just managing tasks, you're developing people.
Exactly. And of course, you need to monitor performance, provide feedback, and make adjustments as needed.
Because things don't always go according to plan.
Exactly. And since disagreements are inevitable, conflict resolution is also key.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Ignoring conflict is like letting a small crack in the foundation turn into a major structural problem.
Couldn't have said it better myself. And the script makes this really interesting point, which is that it's not about choosing to be a great leader or a great manager. You need both.
Ah, yes. Act 3. The balancing act. I bet this resonates with our listeners. Finding that sweet spot between leading and managing, it's a constant challenge.
Think of it like this. Imagine you're leading a team through a major product launch.
Okay, I'm picturing it.
You need the leadership skills to inspire and motivate the team to get everyone excited about the shared goal, but you also need those management skills, right?
To plan, to organize, to delegate tasks, to track progress.
Exactly. Without both, the launch is likely to go off the rails.
You need the vision and you need the execution.
Absolutely. And the script offers some concrete strategies for achieving that balance, like active listening, delegation, and clear communication.
Oh, and adaptability. Being able to adjust to changing circumstances, that's huge.
Absolutely essential. And speaking of challenges, that's where the script wraps up.
Ah, yes, Act 4. Because the real test of leadership is how you handle the tough times.
Exactly. Challenges are inevitable. The question is, do you see them as roadblocks or as opportunities for growth?
Okay, I like that framing. So how do we turn those roadblocks into stepping stones?
Well, the script points to emotional intelligence as a key factor.
All right, let's break that down. Emotional intelligence sometimes feels like one of those buzzwords. What does it actually mean, especially in the context of leadership?
It's about being aware of and managing your own emotions while also being attuned to the emotions of those around you.
So self-awareness and social awareness.
Exactly. A leader with high emotional intelligence can remain calm under pressure, build strong relationships, and inspire trust even in difficult situations.
They can read the room, so to speak. They understand how their words and actions are impacting others.
Think about a leader who has to deliver difficult news to their team. Someone with high emotional intelligence will do it with empathy and understanding, recognizing the impact it will have on everyone.
Right, because just delivering the news in a cold, detached way is going to create more problems than it solves.
Exactly. This has been a jam-packed deep dive, hasn't it?
Seriously, so many great insights from this script. So for you, dear listener, what are 3 key things to remember?
First, leadership is a quality that can be cultivated by anyone, not just those in positions of authority.
So focus on developing those key characteristics we talked about: vision, empathy, decisiveness, and integrity.
Second, remember that management is about systems and processes.
Smart goals, resource allocation, performance monitoring. It's all about having a clear plan and executing it effectively.
And finally, the most effective leaders find that balance between leading people and managing systems.
Knowing when to inspire, when to execute, when to step up, and when to delegate.
It's a constant dance, but it's a dance worth learning.
Before we go, I want to leave our listeners with a question to ponder. Think about the leaders and managers you've encountered in your own life. How do their styles compare to the principles we've discussed today?
It's a great question to reflect on. Are there areas where you could improve your own leadership skills?
Whether you're leading a team at work, a family at home, or even just yourself, there's always room for growth.
And keep those conversations going. The world needs more thoughtful and effective leaders at every level.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We'd love to hear your thoughts, your experiences, any aha moments you had along the way. Until next time.